How's it going, folks, and welcome back. It's episode number 49 of Park 2 Primera, and we are back for some Friday action today. Of course, yesterday was a triple header. If you missed it for whatever reason, you know what I'm going to say. Make sure to go get caught up. It was a lot of matches, a lot of action, and it set us up for today's episode, where today we have Atletico Madrid in the Copa del Rey second leg, as well as a Champions League first knockout round against PSG. Of course, last episode we beat PSG 2-1 to tee ourselves up quite nicely, in all fairness, going into this next game. Of course, today we're going to kick things off with this game against Atleti, where in the first leg, we left ourselves a little hill to climb. I was going to say a mountain to climb, but it's not the biggest of mountains. We are only one goal down, although we're going to need a much better performance than this one. Now, since we were last here, just the one match played, it was against Mallorca, and as you can see here, it wasn't the most convincing of games. They took the lead in this game just after half-time, but in the 91st minute, Calderon, on off the bench, the youngster, had an impact. Martinez switched over to him. He took it down nicely. Tidy finish into the bottom corner. Great to see two products of the Youth Academy linking up there. In truth, it was disappointing to draw 1-1 against Mallorca because, frankly, they're just not very good. They're bottom of the league. They'd only won 3 games all season. The fact we very nearly slipped up to them is somewhat concerning, and as a result of it, Valencia continue to close the gap on us just a tiny bit. Now, at the end of last episode, I thought the game was stuck. Good news, everyone. The 2-0 against Barcelona, it happened. It's real. I didn't have to go back and replay it or anything in the end. I realised that I could click through screens behind the media reaction kind of overlay. If you're sat wondering, Jack, what the hell are you talking about? You didn't stick around to the end of yesterday's episode where we thought we'd nearly lost all our progress. It was a traumatic time, let me tell you. Perhaps today we can dish out a traumatic time. We're taking on Atleti. It's the first of 2 games today, of course, 2 big games, and this is the only game we have at home, as we need a win against Atleti. This is the squad we're going to go with. No messing around today. I want to go as close to full strength as I can. The only perhaps slightly odd thing here is the fact that Mark is currently returning from an injury. As a result, there's a little bit of a question mark over his fitness. He probably could play the game, but it seems like an okay opportunity to slot in Capanu to play right back. It's a position that he's very, very familiar with. It's where he started his career before we trained him to play defensive midfielder. Elsewhere in the team, you may have noticed that Torre is going to come into the team for Calderon. I just want to keep the rotation going, really, as much as anything else. Calderon's been really, really good for us. A great option to have on off the bench. I probably could play him, to be honest, now that I think about it. Do I want to play him over Pablo Torre? Have we reached that point yet? He did score, didn't he, against me? You know what? We rotated him for the last game, so he should be fit to play today's game. This could be a big moment. I think I've replaced Pablo Torre. I mean, Atakovic is in absolute shambles, isn't he? We've spent 15 million on Atakovic. I did try and sell him in January and nobody wanted him. I'm determined not to sell him for a loss, but I think there will come a moment where I kind of have to cut my losses and accept he's not quite good enough. But here is Calderon. As you can see, we're unbeaten in our last 3 matches after, a bit of a tricky run of form. Let's see if we can get a win here against Atleti. We've got to turn around a deficit. They've got Alphonso Davies at left back. Their team is very, very good. So it is worth noting in the Copa del Rey semi-final that away goals are used, and as a result of the fact we couldn't muster up an away goal, it's going to be tough today. 30 minutes gone in this game. We have not seen any action. The game is just apparently bogged down in the midfield with neither team having any opportunities. And we're quickly approaching half-time already. Are we really going to have a highlightless first half? I've got to be honest, I hate being in this situation where you've not got an away goal. You know you have to score at least 1, but if you concede 1, it just makes your job that much harder. It's kind of that dilemma of when is the right time to really go for a game? When is the right time to really put the pedal to the metal? It might come sooner rather than later. But we have got a highlight now, everyone. I know. Brace yourselves. Zivkovic, Calderon, late call to bring him into the team. Inside to Blanco. Owusu, options to his right and a couple to his left. He picks out Martinez, who gets dispossessed. He was squeezed out there. Seems like Atletico really defending quite narrowly. Oh my word, the ball's been given away. Could we capitalise? Blanco, Avramides, falls to Siapina, and his shot goes just wide of the post. It needed to go in. And it hasn't, and that is as good an opportunity as we're possibly going to get in this game. Atleti do not surrender opportunities very easily. Well, maybe they have an opportunity of their own here. Koke to whip in the ball, and it's in the back of the net. And now the dreaded situation emerges where we have to score 3 goals in 30 minutes. And that just feels quite difficult. I know, expert analysis. Could the man on the post have done a little bit more there? I question if men on the post are even worth it in Football Manager. They never really seem to block anything. They don't ever seem to react. Right, I have got to go more attacking in this game, and I'm thinking we play Avramidis and Siapina up top together, bring in Hardy, play him on the left wing on his left foot, Avramidis advance forward, in he comes, Owusu can get pushed up a little, and we look and try and stretch them wide. If they're going to defend super narrowly, I think this could be the play. I'm a little bit concerned and paranoid about their centre attack in mid causing us issues. So there's even part of me that wants to kind of play Owusu in the middle and then Blanco further up, but that feels risky. I think we'll stick with the offset. I'm going to take Owusu off the defend duty just so he does push up a little bit more. But yeah, let's look to play wider. Let's look to play more direct. Let's whip crosses in, and I want us to run at the defence, cause them some issues in the wide areas, out of possession. We have got to start to press. I have got options on the bench that I could possibly bring on. Martinez has been pretty poor on the right-hand side. You know what? We'll bring in Aguilera, the youngster, the young 18-year-old, one product of the youth academy out for another. I feel like his pace is just really good. I'm a big believer that pace in Football Manager on off the bench is really useful against tiring teams. And well, that is going to be put to the test here because we need 3 goals. And immediately we've got our highlights, which, I don't know, it gives me some hope. Owusu, Galarreta, the centre-back, gives it to Aguilera. His shot is saved. That was a great stop by their keeper. That is probably, dare I say, the best chance we've had of this game thus far. We have now got a corner. Hardy whips in Velez. Heads over. Oh, this is tough now, isn't it? This is tough now. I mean, the way that they're playing, they just defend so compactly. I don't see a world in which we score 3 goals. I don't want to sound defeated. We need to score soon. And while Velez with another header, this time just over the crossbar, we're having opportunities. Sadly for us, they're not finding the back of the net. We're not being as clinical as we need to be in a game where perhaps opportunities are few and far between. I mean, there's 6 minutes left to get 3 goals. I feel like there's like a million different... I feel like Doctor Strange here. There's a million different things I can do right now. Maybe one of them makes the comeback happen. I miss Mojica, who is, of course, still injured. We'll take off Avramidis, I think, and bring in Atakovic and play Atakovic alongside Siapina. I mean, we've got a set piece. Could this be the 1 in a million? Hardy. I mean, it could be one of the 999,000 where they get another goal. Llorente's bringing it forward. Big tackle by Capano, but it falls straight away to Luis Diaz, who's going to bring it forward. Owusu goes crunching in from behind and gives away a penalty. We've not found the reality I was looking for, I don't think. If they score this, I mean, it's already over. If they score this, it really is over. We're not scoring 4. And, I mean, that's a bloody good penalty, isn't it, by Timo Werner? I'm a little bit flabbergasted that Timo Werner has scored a penalty that good. He's just smashed it straight into the top corner. He never does that for Chelsea. And I'm just going to sit here and accept my fate. There's going to be someone in the comments thinking, Jack, why did you not go more attacking at 3-0 down? No, it's just not worth it. There comes a point where you have to accept we're not going to win. That goal there reached that point. I mean, you can see here, they had 2 shots in the second half. I feel like the changes that we did worked quite well, which sounds mental considering that we've lost 3-0 on aggregate. But, you know, they scored a penalty. They were clinical. We had opportunities. We just didn't really take them. And, well, unfortunately for us, it is going to be Elche versus Atleti in the final. And, oh, sorry, not Elche. Real Madrid versus Atleti. Elche didn't cause an upset. Sorry, Elche. At least Corridor played for Real Madrid. At least one of our players made it to the final or something. I mean, how much has Corridor been playing for them? 18 games in the league, and there's been 28 league games. He is literally a first-team regular for them at right back. I assume he's been playing right back. Yeah, 18 games there. I don't know what to make of it. I mean, when he comes back for us at right back, he's going to be bloody brilliant. Anyway, folks, we're going to get forward to PSG next. We beat them in the first leg 2-1. Maybe slightly more of a hope against them, although, of course, we have already played them at home. If you're wondering about the Mbappe injury, by the way, good news, he's still injured. It was a good injury that we inflicted, so we have a chance dare I say. We will be back for that in a week's time. There is no rest for the wicked. Fuenlabrada midweek, they're second from bottom. I'm going to have to rotate the team for that one. And, we'll be back in just a moment to hopefully go further in the Champions League than we've been before. Or probably get knocked out. We'll find out. Game number 2 against PSG. I'm trying to play down our hopes here, but I'll be honest, there is a part of me deep down inside in my core that wants to cause an upset today, that wants to beat them, and I'm not sure I can really justify that feeling, because we only scraped by against Fuenlabrada in the one game we've played since you were last here. I'll show Hardy's goal for this game, because this was a goal worth winning any football match. I did rotate the team for this game. I was able to give Mahika a bit of time to gain some match fitness. I mean, here's the goal. It was a great finish by Hardy. It's a little bit concerning that we're scraping by against the team in 19th, albeit with a rotated team. But to counteract that somewhat indifferent point, let's look at a positive, a good bit of news. We have a new signing on their way. Alberto, signed from Deportivo Alaves for 1.5 million, 17 years old, lots of potential, looks reasonably good, could be a good one for the future, and I think at 1.5 million, just a very low risk transfer. And that one is for everyone who is mad that I've only made 2 signings this year. I've now made 3. You can't stay angry at me now. So in terms of team selection for today's game, here is our squad. We are going with the standard 4-2-3-1 that we've been playing as of late. You will note that in the team, Calderon is starting with Avramides to his left and Martinez to his right. Blanco and Capanu are playing in the midfield together. And then we have Mark back in at right back. Of course, he's had a few little issues with injuries. I've had to rest him quite a lot. I mean, he's played a hell of a lot of football for us over the years. He is good and raring to go today. I'm hoping for a top quality performance, albeit against the odds. We have nothing to lose here. We know how good we are. I mean, I felt inspired by that option. No one else seemed to care, but we'll try and get at least a little bit of a musty green reaction out of the players here. And apparently the Owusu absence, he got suspended. He wouldn't have started anyway because Capanu plays for us. Their team, there's no Kylian Mbappe. There is a Neymar on the bench. How is Neymar doing? Okay, he's 34. I'm forgetting how far in the future we are. He's forgotten how to run. The rest of their team, I mean, they've got Marquinhos at right back today. I guess Ward-Prowse is out suspended. Interesting. I realised our team is becoming very regen-dominated, although I suppose 6 years into a save game, that's not entirely surprising. And let's see what we can do here. We're away from home. We probably are going to need to score at least 1. I struggle to see a world where we keep PSG out for the entire game. But we're 2-1 up on aggregate, and I want to try and go further than last year. We were here last year. We bottled it against Porto. Going into the second leg, we're in a better position than we were in on that previous occasion. And, well, we have the first highlight of the game. 17 minutes in. PSG in possession on the attack. Should I be concerned? Should I be concerned? Maybe I should be. Teo Hernandez on the overlap here. Capanu, big tackle coming in from him. Can he win the ball again? He can't. It's whipped near post, but Ramadani collects. And now he's going to, with his player-preferred move, starts counter-attacks with long throws, launch it forward to Avramides, who's going to bear down on goal. Tackle but falls to Martinez, who tries to thread through Avramides. That was a very ambitious pass, if I might say so myself. And, well, PSG now come back at us. Although another turnover in possession, neither team able to hold on to it. Siapina wide to Mark. He plays it back forward. Is he onside? I think he is. He gives it to Avramides, who hits the crossbar again. And I say again because he hit it yesterday in the episode, in a big game, in a big moment. That's concerning, isn't it? I mean, that could be the chance. Although, what has just happened here? Siapina's through, we've scored, and I don't know what's happened. I think Martinez has just blocked the ball and it's fallen incredibly fortuitously for us. What I do now know is PSG have to score 2. Kimpembe short to Teo Hernandez, back to Kimpembe, who looks to play it long, and it just hits Martinez in the face, falls to Siapina. I mean, you don't get much luckier than that. 1-0. And 3-1 on aggregate. And we have this habit this year in the Champions League where we score, then a highlight begins, and then we concede again immediately. And, like, it's just very frustrating. And I'm scared it's going to happen again because we're going straight into another highlight. But, like, every time we do anything good, I just need to try and keep the players planted in reality, avoid the complacency. Although maybe today's going to be different. Maybe today we've turned a corner. Zivkovic picks out Martinez, takes it down. Can he finish it? He can't. That is a huge tackle by Kimpembe at the back. And if he was at fault for the first goal, that is as good as, well, saving a goal, I think, there. And now PSG on the attack, although Dominic, I can never say the guy's there. I just call him Dominic, the Hungarian centre-mid who plays for Leipzig. We all know who I'm talking about. He's shot wide. Dennis Mann now to Cuisance. Now with Artur, who whips it in to Luis Suarez. And, well, they make it 1-1 here. That lead did not last very long. It's still 3-2 on aggregate. We're fine. We're fine. We've matched their away goals. We're not going to panic. There's 60 minutes left. It's absolutely fine. I think was that Galarreta who got beaten in the air? It was. It's not often that he gets beaten in the air. But on that occasion, Luis Suarez had the better of him. Free kick here, wide area for PSG. Whip towards the near post. Ramadani, what a save that is. That could have turned out very nastily. And, well, he's going to get the ball forward quickly to Martinez. Some superb distribution there. Could we catch them on the counter-attack? Martinez skips past one. Probably shouldn't have shot there if I'm being honest. But we're creating stuff. We're looking good away from home against PSG here. And at the break, we're going through as things stand. And this doesn't really mean anything, we've got the better XG. So we're not just winning on the pitch, we've also got the moral victory. Into the second half we go here. Early highlight, PSG trying to build it out from the back. They've already conceded once after a turnover in possession in this kind of area. Could we force another one out of them here? Domingos going all the way back to the keeper. Back with Kimpembe now. I mean, if they score one, it's all even. And if things were then to remain as they are, it would go to extra time, which I'm not sure I could emotionally deal with, if I'm being completely honest. As Asensio brings it forward, lays it inside to Dominic, who hits it from range, and Ramadani had to be alert there to tip it over the crossbar. It's going to be a corner now. Cuisance to take it. The former, I was going to say Bayern Munich man, and well, the header was not too far wide of the post, was it? Jack, stop commentating on who's who. Pay attention to the action. They've just brought Griezmann on. Imagine just being able to bring on Griezmann and Neymar with half an hour left. It's just not fair. Dominic forward to Suarez. Now with Asensio. Lays it wide to Theo Hernandez, who's going to look to get past his man and whip it in, and he does just that. Zivkovic, though, oh my word, he stops it on the line. He hooks it away from danger. And in the second half, PSG have definitely stepped up. We're going to make some changes. I'm going to bring in Mahika up top. Blanco's on a booking, which scares me, as is Capanu. But I think I've got to keep faith in him. I don't want to use all my subs now. Blanco's tired. Blanco always gets tired. He's also on a yellow. So we'll go with that double change. I'm then going to get the shouty shout of demand more. And you know what? I think we can look to try and slow down the game a little bit. I don't want us to play too much less offensively. I don't want us to take fewer risks going forward, but let's slow it down. Let's slow it down. They've had a corner. We've dealt with it initially. Can't help but feel there's going to be more attacks coming our way from PSG before this game is over. In the wide areas here. Knocking it around nicely. Played forward to Neymar. And he gets it to Suarez. Griezmann unmarked wide of the post. We are holding on for dear life right now. Capanu to Vélez. Looking to build from the back. This is nice. That's pretty build-up play. Now what can we do going forward? Avramides skipping inside. Switches it to Siapina, who of course has gone into the wide areas, and I don't know if that was a shot or not. I think that was meant to be an attempted through ball. Maybe he is a striker, because that was awful. What I do know is that's not the reason that there's a highlight started here. There is more to this than meets the eye. Neymar, he might not have pace, but he's got that technical ability still to skip past men. He dinks it to Griezmann, who's through on goal, and he scores past Ramadani. And with 8 minutes left, PSG draw all even. It's 3-3 on the night. As things stand, we will be going to extra time, barring another late goal. And, well, I mean, Neymar's just pulled our pants down there, hasn't he? He's made us look like absolute fools. He skips inside. He dinks it forward. I thought for a moment maybe Ramadani could pull an incredible save out of his hat, but that's one of those situations where you can't really expect the goalkeeper to save it. Avramides forward. Galarreta. Mujica's there at the back post. Oh, my word. Oh, my word. It's 2-2 on the night, and it's 4-3 on aggregate, and with a second away goal, If PSG want to win this game, they've got to score 2. I considered going more defensive and playing for extra time. I'm glad I didn't. Galarreta, glancing header, and Mojica just lurking away at the back post to tuck it away. And you know what? You can look at the stats and say we don't deserve it. You'd be absolutely correct. PSG were the better team on the night. We didn't really create anything until we scored the goal. But I'm not going to complain. Sometimes you need a little bit of luck. And over the course of this year, there's definitely been games where we've been on the more unfortunate side of things. Oh my word, that is incredible. Racing knocking out PSG. Of course, PSG, a team who back in the UEFA Cup days, Racing met in the group stages and were knocked out by. We get some revenge. It's taken 2 decades, but there is revenge being dished out here for that year. The Racing supporters don't forget, and I will not forget. And we receive £8 million just for playing in that game. That is absolutely mad. I mean, I'm grateful. We now have another Champions League fixture to look forward to. I didn't necessarily believe that was something we were going to have after I saw the PSG draw. Oh my word, that is unbelievable. The mad thing is, I don't even know who we're going to get drawn against yet. I don't know when the draw is. I think we'll just leave it as some suspense going into tomorrow's episode. Oh my word, what a way to end the weekdays. Tomorrow the weekend begins. Tomorrow the Champions League crunch time begins. I mean, we're in the quarter-final. We're like 3 games away from winning it all. Okay, I am now getting carried away. Let's calm down, chat. There's still lots of big teams left in the competition, and it's not going to be easy, is it? My, oh my, oh my. What an incredible episode today. That end to the game was just absolutely ridiculous. Mojica, you know what? Everyone's telling me to replace you. I don't think I will. I don't think I can. I can't justify it. Oh dear, that was absolutely sensational. Hopefully we can have more of that tomorrow. If you've enjoyed today's video, do drop a like on it. Thank you for the support as always. We'll be back again very soon. And well, other than that, it is me, Jack, and I'll talk to you guys in a bit. I'm out.